So I'm not 100% sure of the current valuation of Mensa. Anand was able to raise a significant amount of capital and get to a valuation of $1 billion within 6 months of incorporating the business. That said, there have been subsequent equity rounds, and I'm not 100% sure of what the company was valued at each and every one of those rounds. But for the sake of this exercise, let's assume that it's still valued at $1 billion, right? And how I look at whether a company can live up to its valuation or not is by looking at larger company comps, and especially public company comps. And the company that I'd like to take as a comp over here would probably be Aditya Birla Fashion and Lifestyle, which is valued at around $3.86 billion, right? And they're making around $1.66 billion to get to that valuation. So approximately 1,400 crores in INR. So they're able to command a price to earnings ratio of around 2.3x. At a $1 billion valuation, to justify that valuation, you need to make around $434 million or around 3,600 crores, right? I don't think all their brands put together are making that kind of money yet. That being said, you can also end up making the case for, hey, these brands are a lot more faster growing, we don't have exclusive brand outlets, our margins are better because of that, etc., etc. So you can potentially get a better multiple over there, but you will almost need like a 25x multiple, 30x multiple in order to end up justifying that valuation, which, certain VCs may be willing to actually even now provide that. So that's basically how I would think about their company. I think the business definitely does have value. Do I think it's valued at $1 billion? Well, it doesn't really matter whether I think it's valued at $1 billion or not. That's what other people out there with money are willing to value the company at.
On the 2.3x revenue, let me sort of double click on that, right? 2.3x revenue for Aditya Birla Fashion, which is a more conventional, as you stated earlier, vintage brand or old school company. Do you have any idea if the margins for D2C centric companies are higher or could be higher in the long run, therefore necessitating a smaller multiple? Because what we're looking for at the end of the day is earnings, right?
A long story short, yes. And the reason why well-run D2C brands could theoretically have better margins, because you don't have to deal with a lot of the physical infrastructure and pay the distribution fees and so on and so forth to actually get your product out into the hands of consumers, right? Eventually, when you get to your own exclusive brand outlets and so on, you may need to end up doing that. But DTC brands theoretically could end up having better margins that way. And the other thing to keep in mind is DTC brands may be better at estimating demand for their product, right? Versus other traditional brands, they may just need to end up mass manufacturing a whole bunch of product, and it may just be sitting around for a longer time, right? So those are certain advantages that DTC brands have over these vintage brands that are out there.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, please like and subscribe. To watch the full episode of our analysis on Mensa brands, click on the video here.